Damaging winds are a risk across large parts of southwestern Western Australia on Sunday as a windy cold front moves through. Taking a look at our satellite and radar imagery, we can see a cold front crossing the southwest coast of Western Australia this morning, bringing scattered showers and some gusty winds to these areas. This is in fact the first of two cold fronts that are going to move through Western Australia this weekend, and it's the second cold front, likely to reach the southwest coast late on Saturday going into early Sunday, that we're really focused on. Both of these cold fronts are going to bring some fairly typical winter weather, scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, gusty winds and some small hail in the wake of the systems. But the second cold front has the potential to bring winds that this part of Western Australia usually only sees around 5 times a year with these winter cold fronts. To get a clearer picture of how this will play out, let's take a look at the winds. Now, I'm looking at winds above the surface, around 1.5 kilometres above the surface. The reason I'm doing this is that it gives us a good indication of the strength of the wind gusts that any showers or thunderstorms moving through might bring down to the surface. We're really focused on the reds and the pinks in this map, as that shows us where those winds might reach the damaging wind threshold of 90 kilometres an hour. Now, this is today's cold front. You can see the strong winds streaming in ahead of the system. As that cold front moves east today, we're going to see that strong wind risk pulling away to the south. We're still likely to see gusty conditions across southwestern parts of Western Australia, but the acute risk of damaging winds is likely to ease somewhat through today. Then we're likely to see another burst of strong winds coming in with this second cold front here. Those stronger winds are likely to reach the southwest corner of the state late on Saturday, going into the overnight period. They'll extend further overnight, likely reaching the Perth area around sunrise and then continuing to push north and east through the day as this cold front pulls them eastwards. As you can see, broad parts of the southwest are likely to see some of these strong and gusty winds through tomorrow, with that risk of damaging winds for many areas. As this cold front moves eastwards through the remainder of Sunday, going into early Monday, the risk of damaging winds will gradually ease, pulling away first to the coast and then clearing completely through the early part of next week. Now, in anticipation of this damaging wind risk tomorrow, we have issued a severe weather warning for damaging winds. It covers most of the southwest coastal districts of Western Australia, as well as the central Wheatbelt, the Great Southern and parts of the Goldfields districts. Again, the risk of damaging winds is likely to reach the far southwestern parts of this warning area late today, late Saturday, and then it will gradually extend through the remainder of the warning area on Sunday. Most of these damaging wind gusts will be driven by showers and thunderstorms. We can see that very clearly if we look at our thunderstorm forecast for Sunday. It looks almost exactly the same as our severe weather warning area for damaging winds. This yellow area on our thunderstorm outlook shows us where severe thunderstorms are possible. As you can see, severe thunderstorms are possible across much of the southwest, and it's that risk of severe thunderstorms that's likely to bring damaging wind gusts to our southwestern areas, particularly as the cold front moves through. Now, key hazards we're focusing on. Those strong winds could bring damage to trees, tree limbs and power lines, possibly leading to damage to properties, cars and possible power outages. We may also see some damage to crops and agriculture as those strong winds move through our inland growing areas. And we could also see some dangerous conditions along the coasts, with large seas and swells potentially leading to coastal erosion in some areas. This weekend, as the strong winds move through, particularly on Sunday, it is essential to stay on top of the latest forecasts and warnings via the Bureau's website, the BOM Weather app, and via our social media. Stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.